What is up, ladies and gentlemen? This is a random name. So, some of the new things that I'm going to be starting are tutorials with video editing software and other programs, because it always seems that when I need a certain tutorial, I can never find the one that I need. So, I'm going to close that. So, this tutorial is it's going to be some of the basics of Google SketchUp Pro. Now, the difference between the Pro and the free version is just some different file types that you can use, but I'll get into that a little later. So this tutorial is probably going to be about 10 minutes long, 10-15 minutes long, so just to let you guys know. Yeah. So first of all, you open Google SketchUp, whether it's the Pro or not. This is what's gonna come up. You guys aren't gonna see this, and you're not gonna see this side toolbar. So what you're gonna see are these effects up here, and I'm just gonna quickly go over what they do. Well, this one, obviously, it's just the mouse. With it, you can click on things. You can select things to mess with, I guess. This is the I guess draw tool, except you draw lines. You draw perfectly straight lines. So pretty much how you draw a line. Click once to like that's where you want the line to start, and then you can drag to wherever you want it. Now let's say now see, you notice that the line turns blue when it's following the blue axis, which is this thing right here. The blue axis is the vertical axis. This is the y-axis, and the red axis down here is the x-axis, and the green one is the z-axis. So pretty much it. Now you notice that it follows the blue line, but say I wanted to draw along the x-axis. What you guys would have to do if you don't have a mouse, what you need to do is you'd have to get this. You'd have to click on this one, which is the orbit tool. So you'd click on that, and then you would left click and drag, and then you can move around to wherever you need it to be able to draw the line on the green axis. So yeah, and now if you have a mouse, you can use the scroll wheel and click it down, and then just drag where you want to go. So okay, other tools. This one right here, it's like the square or rectangle one, and what I just did right here, guys, this is the pan tool. If you don't have a mouse, it's this little button up here, and then you just click and drag to wherever you want to go. But with a mouse, what you can do is you can hold shift and push the scroll wheel down, and so if I push the scroll wheel down, you can see that it changes to the orbit tool, and if I push shift, then it changes to the pan tool. So that's pretty much it. So let's say you wanted to draw a square. You would start wherever you wanted for the square. Now notice, like, when it's right here, that there's a dotted line going through the center of it. That means it is a perfect square. So let's say I just made it like that. Now okay, if you guys look in the bottom right where it says dimensions, that is telling you the length and the width of it. So right now you can see that the length is the first number and the width is the second number. So yeah, so then you can, so right now this square is 5 feet 7 1/8 inches, and that's all four sides are the exact same. So yeah, but let's say you wanted a 6 by 6 square, and you couldn't get it exact. So what you would want to do is you would want to hit the you would want to put in you want to type in 6 comma space whatever that little symbol is, and then 6 comma or apostrophe. Sorry guys. You want to type in 6 apostrophe space comma 6 apostrophe, and if you hit enter, that that should make it a perfect square, or it should make it 6 by 6. I don't know if it did because I don't know how big that other one was. So yeah, now you can see when I measure this, it says 6 feet exactly. So you know that this square is 6 by 6. So 6 feet this way, 6 feet that way. So that's pretty much it for that. Circle tool can make circles. Now see what it's trying to do is it's trying to line it up with here, which is what Google SketchUp does sometimes. So it'll just line it up with this is getting annoying. So it'll just automatically like snap to lines that you might want, like to the corners of here or other things. So yeah. So also it has this. It still has the center mark on here of where the center is. So then I can just click on there again and draw another circle on top of that one, and then you can just keep drawing circles or squares or whatever you want. So circle tool. Also, if you have a mouse, you can use the scroll wheel. If you scroll forward and you zoom in, scroll out, zooms out. So yeah. Next tool, the arc tool. Pretty much it's like a straight line, except you can make an arc in the middle. So let's say I wanted to start here and end right there. Then what happens is I can make a arc with this. Now if you rotate down, you can make the arc on the you can make it go underneath the ground, above ground, then out or in towards you. So whatever you want, and see how it snaps right to this again, which if you see that, it says half circle, which means it's exactly half of a circle. That means the radius of this circle is 7 feet 4 and 7/16 of an inch. I know, pretty accurate there. So yeah, but just like with the squares, if you wanted to make it perfect, you just type in whatever number, say 5, and then apostrophe, and hit enter, and it'll make the bulge from the line that you started on to the peak of the curve. It'll make it 5 feet. So that's pretty much it, and I'm gonna eraser. And so yeah, next tool, eraser. Yeah, pretty self-explanatory. Click on something, it erases it. So yeah, I don't know what much explaining there is to do. The component thing, this make a component thing, it selects everything that you have and it creates it into like one one main project, I guess. So yeah, it's really good if you need to like copy and then like repeat something over and over, like cars or something. The next thing is tape measure. Measure one end from another. So I don't know. So click from there, say to this side. That's 20 or 37 and a half, 37 and 2 inches and a half feet long. So that's the diameter of this circle. Next one, paint bucket. This is just it's just a bunch of like paints I guess, or whatever you want to call it, for painting stuff. Like, say you want to paint a building. Say this, we'll just pretend this was a wall of a building, or this is flooring. As you can see, it's a asphalt stamped brick, I guess that's called. And there's hundreds of uh, things. There's asphalt and concrete blinds, bricks, carpeting, colors by names, and bunch of other things. So yeah, that's it for that one. And now for the next tool, the push-pull tool. What this does is it either raises or lowers a selected thing. So you can pull it up. Say you want to make it 4 feet tall. Just type in 4 and then the apostrophe, hit enter. It's 4 feet tall exactly. Now say you want to go down 8 feet, and you hit 8 feet, enter. Now this is 8 feet underneath the ground. So that is that's it. Next tool, move. I wouldn't, it's gonna look funky on here, but if I click on this and then I rotate, or see with this, because it's a circle, it'll move up and down. So this is another way with circles for whatever. Now for this line, since it's like one line, okay, or not. In order to move like a whole thing, what you need to do is you need to select all the edges, and if you hold shift and you click on all the edges, then it should highlight all of the edges. And then if you click on the move tool and like you say you want to move it from this corner, then that's what it'll do. See, now it's dragging that other thing because it is connected up here. It is connected right there, so that's why it's moving that. But if I erase that, and a lot of this other stuff is connected, but you can just move things separately. And so yeah. Next one is the rotate tool. Pretty much you rotate things. Pretty self-explanatory. So this is it's lining up with the red axis for where you're gonna start to rotate, and then as you turn it, that's pretty much it. And in the same spot, it says where it normally says dimensions, it says angle. So now you know what angle you're at. So 90 degrees, 180, 270, and you can just put in any separate angle you want. So let's say I want 190.2 degrees. You can type in 190.2, hit enter. Then it doesn't look like it did, guys, but it rotated this entire square 192 degrees. So yeah, this is gonna be a part 1 of a couple tutorials for the tools, because I am almost in the 11-12 minute range right now. So one last tool, the follow me tool, or not follow me, forgot what this called, the offset. So let's say you wanted to make a square inside of this square. You just click on this area part, and you can see that the square is you can make one inside of it or even go outside of it. So right here, it's like normal for like walls is 6 inches, so this is what it normally does. So yeah, so then you can just make it like that, and then you can do this and all of that other good stuff. So that's it for this Google SketchUp intro. So I will get into part 2, and I will cover the rest of these tools. And yeah, so thanks for watching, guys.